Time's up, Admiral.
Here it comes.
All kids out of the pool for Adult Swim. All kids out.
Lego Lord of the Rings Balrog raised eyebrows for what some fans say is an unfortunate pose. I see it. I see it. Oh, I see it. It's taking a piss on Gandalf.
You shall not!
And he says to her, listen, you got a fine white girl ass. So I don't like the look of this D. Listen, I don't need gay or straight boner pills. My boner works just fine.
Before you go, one question.
Yes?
Where in the galaxy is Sanusi?
Show us your tits and I'll tell you.
Yeah, I want to see movies! I think I've died and gone straight to honker heaven. Boobs are amazing.
Just adjusting my glasses there for a second. Hold on. It just gone. There we go. Hail and oh wow. A little bit of the sick still happening. It's still this little bit sick. It's annoying. Howdy, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Dive, the Double D's, where you, the chat, the audience, you are in charge. At least it used to be. I seem to be in charge right now. I am the captain now. Anyway, hope you guys are having a good day. It's Tuesday. We are a day away from New Year's Eve, where we will be doing stuff on New Year's Eve. We'll get to that later. We'll just remind, just friendly reminders. Anyway, hope you guys are doing all right. As I said, I'm still just a little teensy bit sick. Not as tired as I was yesterday. I got enough sleep again last night, but man, after the gaming stream last night, I had a raging headache right in the back of your, I guess we call those tension headaches, where it's right in the back of your head. I took stuff. It took hours for it to fully go away. And it's miserable when your head is just, and it wasn't a pounding headache. It's like a dull ache. It's like needling at the back of my head. And it just took forever to go away last night. And it was so annoying. I just kept thinking, man, if this thing wasn't hurting, I could have been asleep 2 hours ago, stuff like that. But eventually it did taper off finally, and I got some sleep. And I slept pretty well. I slept pretty well. With the sickie almost gone, I'm sleeping very well, getting that sleep, healing up. So I'm not as tired as I was yesterday. I was actually pretty tired. Even though I'd gotten almost 11 hours of sleep when we did the stream yesterday, I was feeling it yesterday, but I'm not feeling it today. I'm feeling pretty good. Ready to give you guys the best possible show I can with the limited news we have out there. There still isn't much. We're still in that holiday blip where things aren't really happening, or things that are happening I'm not interested in. And as I'm going to report to you guys now and change something, if I'm not into something, if I don't have a feel for it, or if I don't have knowledge of it, what's the point? That's why I regret to inform you I am pulling my coverage of Fallout Season 2. Because I watched Episode 2 a couple of days ago, and I felt nothing except boredom. And then I was looking around and thinking, because only a few of you watched the first review, so I'm thinking, all right, is this even worth it? Does my audience even want this from me? And I went back and I was looking at other people reviewing this, and they're getting lots of views, but you know what the difference is? They have Fallout knowledge and I don't. I have no Fallout knowledge, especially of New Vegas, which this season is based around. So I thought about it yesterday and the day before. I've been thinking about this for 2 days now as I sat there, because my review of Episode 2 would have been 10 minutes or less. Me saying how bored I am, and essentially not really picking up on the Fallout lore that they may or may not be bastardizing. Therefore, what is the point of me? I wanted to give you guys a review for the next few months. I thought, oh, here we go. They're doing weekly. It's something for to talk about, but I have no knowledge. It's not the same as when we do Lord of the Rings, where I don't have deep lore knowledge, but I have enough dangerous casual knowledge that I can talk about Rings of Power and how they're effing it up. I have enough learned and osmosis absorbed knowledge that I can do that, but I don't have that with Fallout. I don't. So I'm doing you a disservice, and I'm really doing myself a disservice. I'm wasting my time. I pride myself on covering things I know and understand. It's not the same as in about 2 weeks' time when we're going to talk Kurtzman Trek Starfleet Academy, where I know lots about Star Trek. I am a Star Trek nerd. I know plenty. Just go check out Wormhole Watch, edited up every Wednesday on Brad's channel, Duke Devil 95. I know my Star Trek. Therefore, talking Kurtzman Trek, ripping that apart, that is easy, that is fun, and it is worth my time and yours to destroy it. So that's an easy win for me. So that being a weekly tear apart for a couple of months, that's fine. But I have no business covering Fallout Season 2. I have none. And I'm not even enjoying it. I'm not even hate watching it. It's just boring. So I am jettisoning that. I am cutting the cord. We are no longer going to cover that. I apologize if anybody was actually sort of into it, but what's the point? I'm not giving you a good review, and I got to blow my nose real quick. Excuse me. So I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from that. I think you do. I think you know that I pride myself, especially on this channel, being able to give you guys actual knowledge on stuff, to give you guys expert analysis on lore and whether or not something is good, whether or not something is holding up, and whether it is the franchise proper. So we got to pull a plug on that. We have to. It's just the right thing to do because it's a pain in the ass, and I don't like it. I don't like it. It's boring. Anyway, all right, hit that like button, guys. Hit the like button. But see, the point is, I don't know that, and I know nothing about it, so I can't give an accurate analysis. I can't, and I feel as though I'm missing something from the reviews. So I don't think I should keep covering it. I really don't. I don't think it's worth my time or your time. It'll be much more fun in 2 weeks when we start destroying Starfleet Academy. That'll be much more fun because then the thing is, I have no passion for Fallout. There's no passion for this. I have no feelings for it whatsoever. Some people, because I remember last time with season 1, some people, Fallout people either loved it or hated it, and whether you like both those who both knew it or didn't know it. So it's just, I feel nothing, and I feel like I cannot give a real comprehensive review, and I can't even break it down. It's not as though I can see something that's in it and say, wow, okay, this is Fallout accurate, and this is why it's working here. I mean, perfect example. I was watching episode 2, all right? And I'm watching the Brotherhood of Steel uncover Area 51. And you got all these dudes in power armor dicking around in there. And I didn't know if I was... my reaction was, why are they putting all these guys in hardcore armor being retards playing with dangerous weapons as toys? Are the Brotherhood of Steel really retards? I cannot make a comment whether or not the Brotherhood of Steel is being properly represented as a band of retards playing with grenades and being dumb and stupid. I can't make that commentary because I don't know. And I feel like I want to make that commentary. I groaned at it. I thought, oh, okay, it's a freezer. And they found a freezer and they threw the alien out. Because it's just not landing with me. If I can't comment on whether or not the Brotherhood of Steel is being accurately represented, that's when I realized, what is my point here in doing this? I have no frame to. Yeah, see, there's the point. I don't know. I don't know. And if I can't express that in the review properly, what's the point? If I cannot make an obvious criticism of the episode where they're treating the Brotherhood of Steel like a bunch of morons. Oh, we're playing with grenades. Oh, we're playing with all these high toys, and turning Maximus suddenly into a serious, all business guy who can get it done. When last season he was an idiot and incompetent, and suddenly he's the only competent person there. When dudes who've been in the armor years more than he has are all retarded. I see that, but then I can't make the commentary. Well, is that correct or not? Are there? So you understand where I'm coming from now. That's the best example I can give. If I can't make that commentary with solid analysis and knowledge, why am I covering this? And that's low-hanging fruit. That's low-hanging fruit, easy. I mean, I can make commentary on how I feel like the episode was wasted, where they had too many plot points running at once and nobody got enough time in that episode. But that's about it. That's just standard commentary stuff. So there it is. There it is. So that's why I got to cut it loose. I'd rather in 2 weeks put all my energy into ripping apart Kurtzman Trek, which I do enjoy. I will enjoy ripping apart Kurtzman Trek. And you'll get real meltdowns from me during that. I guarantee it. Oh, it's going to be so bad. Gloriously bad. So we look forward to that. And whatever else comes forward. Anyway, but rules apply today, as normal. Rules apply. $10 for an Adam rant on just about anything. $50, ask me a question. I'll tell you no lies. We talk about things. I like to do that a lot. $50 also gets you an article from the list, although we're very few right now. It's very few. I mean, I can give you instant hot take from the news or one you may have found. And, of course, then we got chat, maybe watch us reviews for $35, an episode of television or a movie of your choice. And everything right now goes to the New Year's resolution tier running through January. Every $100, you guys get to collaborate and post a New Year's resolution that I have to try and adhere to for the year. So there it is. There's the stuff. Yeah, what worked in episode 1 with Lucy and the Ghoul evaporated in episode 2. Evaporated. I'm not a curmudgeon. If I'm a curmudgeon, then you're a furry. Anyway, so all right. What are we doing here? So we don't have much to work with because of the holidays, so I have very little. I have one question I'm going to pose to you guys as we go through the news. I think it'll be relevant as it'll pop up. We'll see if anything pops up in the news. I've extended it a little bit because I found it lacking and wanting in terms of stories and things to look at. So I extended it to Niche Gamer today. We'll see if they got anything I can comment on. And we'll see where we go. If we end early, that's fine. I'm not going to call Weasel a twink. He's married. He's not a twink. Dermy's reaching for insults right now. He's reaching for insults. But listen, tomorrow night, a lot of things are probably going to be said during Among Us. Especially if we get new blood. We might have new blood coming in. I know that Vagabundo is going to join us, and he said he might bring in some other guys, people I've never heard of, but I guess they play it. So we might have new blood. So it might be interesting to find out how well we can bluff our way through with new people. That'll be fun. See, that's what I think our Among Us games have been lacking the past few sessions. New blood, fresh blood that are not used to our patterns, are not used to our lies, are not used to our behavior. And if we get 3 or 4 new people in there, who don't know us, we don't know them, so it's kind of fair, but a whole lot, we might be able to get away with stuff we wouldn't be able to get away with before, or we haven't been able to get away with the recent sessions. So it should be fun. We haven't played that in at least 6 months, I don't think. I don't think we played Among Us in at least 6 months. I think it was summer when we last played it. And then we all had our meltdowns and we had to walk away from it. Should be good, though. I don't know what time we're starting tomorrow night. Dermy says he has a day shift. I don't know. Sleazy's tism is annoying because he somehow knows when we are behaving out of character if we're an imposter, and I hate that. He stiffs me out even when I'm behaving normally. When I'm it, and even if I'm not it, he accuses me of doing stuff. So it is annoying. All right, so we're probably gonna. Well, you'll have to come in. I think we're probably gonna start maybe around that time, probably around 9 Eastern. So it all depends on when Dermy's ready, because I have nowhere to go. I'm here. I'm not going out for New Year's. I got nowhere to be, so I'll be here. In all likelihood, I will probably do a video game stream up until we have to do that, because there's no news, nothing to talk about. So there's no videos to make. So I'm just going to stream. We got a gaming stream tonight too. So we'll do our best. I don't know, but I'm hoping we can get double-digit people. I'm hoping we can, because in my opinion, Among Us is only worth it when you have 10 or more people. Manage temp invites. Oh, you guys need to work that out. I'm not messing around with that. And I am not doing that whole proximity chat thing. I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. I don't want to do that proximity chat crap. Ain't doing that shit. Oh, but the people who the murderers can hear you, the imposters can hear you. I don't care if they can hear me. I'm talking to my chat. Anyway, so we got that tomorrow night. We will review it again later, and we'll try and have solid start times for everybody tomorrow. We'll make sure we get that done later. Anyway, what else we got? All right, so we got the news. That's what we got at the moment. But I do have a question for you guys, and I want you to think about it as we go forward here, because a lot of the topics that we're going to be seeing now for the next few months, people are going to try and claim that social media interaction is an indicator for upcoming success. Oh, it got these amount of likes. Oh, it got these amount of views. Oh, it got this amount of this, this amount of that. I don't think social media is a good indicator anymore, if it ever was, of whether or not something is going to be successful. I do not. It doesn't matter how many millions of views a trailer gets on YouTube. It doesn't matter how millions of likes something gets on X. What matters is how many people go to see the movie or play the game or this and that, or buy the game here and there. And it also doesn't matter how much you see it on social media. I mean, perfect example. We were all there during the fall when the tourist gaming community tried to convince us that Ghost of Yote was a smash hit, a smash success. Now, that whole part wasn't helped. That whole argument wasn't helped with a certain section of grifters who were part of the anti-woke crowd, who grasped at straws of evidence to try and frame Yote as a failure before we had anything to work with, because that's what they do. Those particular set of dudes, you know who I'm talking about. They grasp at straws to try to form their arguments in order to get their engagement and that kind of stuff, and to rile up people. Whereas people like myself, I wait for actual receipts and evidence to make my case. And when I do make an early case, I don't go out there and say shit. I say, okay, it looks like this, looks like that. So we remember how they all tried to tell us Ghost of Yote was going to be a smashing success. They used non-existing receipts to tell us how much it sold. And when it finally released how much it sold less than Tsushima in its first month. And since then, we haven't heard anything. Since then, it has completely fallen off. No conversations. No one's talking about it. In comparison to, and this is where social media is a factor, or at least it becomes a factor when it has ongoing, true, organic, grassroots traction, Expedition 33, which continued to have constant, surging love and support and discussion without prompting, without shill media and shill channels and shill accounts pushing a narrative so that their happy little shit guzzling stand dogs could have something to work with. But the thing about Exorcist 33 was that it was organic, and that doesn't happen often. When it happens, it's obvious. When it doesn't, you could see the fake projection. And now we shifted to the movies. Look at what's going on. They are still there. There's a new Supergirl poster. I think it's real. I'm pretty sure it's real. I'll bring it up and I'll show it to you. This is now the second poster, I believe, in just a month. They have another poster. And it reeks of not reading the room. No, we already reacted poorly to the last poster, but let's do it again. Truth, justice, whatever. I mean, the shills in the stands, they're all over this shit. Oh, we love it. Yay, yay, yay. But actual people who have money to spend and would buy merch if they like something, they're going, what is this shit? What is this? Once again, we're putting goddamn crypto front and center, because you have to understand placement in art, posters. When you look at something, your eye goes to the center first, and what's in the center? Crypto. Crypto is the first thing you see when you look. Then you shift your gaze slightly to the left, and you see Supergirl, looking as disinterested as ever in anything. Oh, once again, here we go. Here we go. It's the nihilistic Supergirl stuff. We're pushing that again. So they deliver another boring, nothing poster. Of course, the shills in the stands, they're all over it. They love it. They think it's great. Oh, we're so excited. But then again, here we go. It's manufactured traction. I am sure these people are all on lists somewhere. They're in rooms here and there. I think she's sitting on the edge of a ship, because I see landing gear right here. I don't know. Look, sitting on the edge. I think she's larger than she should be. Either way, it's a ridiculous poster because it's fake. It is not genuine. Now, I think this is a real poster. I'm pretty sure it's a real poster, because everybody's picking it up. If it isn't, then it's a fake poster and whatever I got had. But still, this is not genuine traction. This is art. This is astroturfing, because it's coming out now. This movie is not listed as must-see by anybody. It's lagging behind in China. China's not interested. And we've seen recently China can still tip the scales for a movie. Look at Zootopia 2. When China wants to, it can tip the scales for a movie. For gross, anyway. Remember, all that money from China is not necessarily profit. Point is, you get stuff like this, and you get stuff like Ghost of Yotei and all that kind of stuff, and you have fake traction, fake excitement. And I really think that we're going to see, especially this year in 2026, when people are going to be very picky about stuff, what they spend their money on. More so than ever, I believe. You're going to see that this fake social media hype is going to be seen for what it is, fake. I mean, look at the doomsday stuff. This doomsday stuff, everybody talking about it, I still don't think the hype is real. I think it's manufactured right now. These teaser trailers they're attaching to Avatar 3 have generated discussion, but it's not because anybody's interested. It's because, honestly, there's nothing else to talk about. I'll give Disney credit for this. Disney MCU's credit for this. Launching those trailers in this period of time for these past 3-4 weeks now, where there is literally nothing else to talk about, it's good. That was smart. I can see the intelligence in that. Because what else are we talking about? We're talking about this because there's nothing else to talk about if you cover news like this particular show does for certain segments. But in the end, it's going to fade. It's going to fade. They have to keep up the hype for another 12 months. We're looking at this thing releases in December. They're talking about a trailer dropping at the Super Bowl. Great, but how much money did you spend for that Super Bowl spot if you do drop it? Because it's a lot of money for a Super Bowl trailer. Tens of millions of dollars for a trailer. That adds to your marketing budget, which is already going to be very large. But then after that, what are you going to do? A few months, another trailer? How much can you release without spoiling the crap story that you've barely held together with spit, snot, and bubblegum? So there's going to be a very large problem maintaining hype for these large projects next year. And I think it's going to show. I really do. I think it's going to show how fake and how manufactured the hype is, and that the social media embracing, the social media reactions are not as legitimate as if they ever were. And one more example of something that does have instant hype the minute you mentioned it, of something that is real and has anticipation. You say the word Grand Theft Auto 6, GTA 6, and then there's a spike in interest because people want to know, are we getting it on time? Is it ready? Are we going to get it a little bit earlier? Have they shifted it again? Or do we have an actual trailer? And that's real excitement. That's real excitement right there. Whether you're into GTA 6 or not, it's actual news and actual excitement because everybody knows no matter what, the hype is real for GTA 6. It will sell. It will sell the most. It'll be the most purchased game of all time, I think. It'll be the biggest selling game of all time. And I don't even like GTA anymore. I have no horse in the race. It's just going to sell. It's going to make bonkers money. And that'll be real. Now, whether or not it's good, that'll be up for debate once it's out. But it will sell. It will sell. That is genuine excitement. When people talk about it, it's because they are interested. When people talk about Supergirl, when people talk about DCU, the MCU, Doomsday, all that stuff, I think it's manufactured, and I think it's going to come through very easily, be seen very easily this year. I just do. You could challenge me on this. I'm open to that. And I might even return this question, because this roundtable this Sunday is going to have several discussion topic questions. I can tell you that now. I think I'll bring this one back around and I'll pose it to the boys this Sunday. Let's see what the fellas have to say on it. And I guarantee a true trailer. I'm going to say probably they'll make Disney pay $10 million for 30 seconds. That would be my guess. And it would have to be a 2-minute trailer. It would have to be. They can't get over the minute trailer. So they're looking at possibly up towards between $20 and $40 million for a Super Bowl trailer, which means the marketing budget will probably be over $300 million for Doomsday with everything they're going to have to do to promote that movie. As Static says, everything's fake and gay. At least when it comes to marketing and actual interest. All right, I think I yammered for a bit there. I got that off my chest. So keep that in mind as we go through the news, and we'll bring that back. Is it fan art? Is it fan art? I had a feeling it was, but I still wanted to bring it up. If that's what the fans are creating, it's pretty lame. Pretty lame. It's very lame if that's what they're creating. That's why. See, I made a point of saying I don't know if this is real, because I had a feeling it wasn't real, which is why I said that. But it's pretty lame. Pretty lame. Which is the fakeness. It leads to my point of the lack of true interest. If that's what they come up with, that's what people excited to come up with it. You have nothing. You have nothing. But I have the news for you guys. Let's go over what little news we have. Let's do a refresh, and we'll see what we got here. See what we got here. Nope. There we go. Okay. Here's the news. Nope. There we go. What are you doing to me, Chrome? All right. Tron Ares sets Disney Plus streaming release date. Failure. Wicked for Good gets digital release. Also, pretty quick. What was that? 5 weeks? I think that's 5 weeks for Wicked for Good. Let me see real quick. I want to make sure I have that right. Wicked for Good. How many weeks was it in theaters there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5 weeks. 5 weeks. Just about 5 weeks. And they dumped it on there. Yep, it's done. Made money, but not as much money as the first one. Richard Smallwood, Grammy-nominated gospel singer and pianist, died 77. Well, best wishes to his family. The 100 most watched telecasts of 2025. We can't. I'm sorry. You can't really judge what's watched anymore because of the metric millions, billions, minutes viewed. You can't. You cannot. Timothy Chalamet got spanked with a real ping pong paddle in Marty Supreme, and he probably liked it. And refused a butt double. He didn't want some other ass immortalized. Wow, you make me want to see this movie less and less every damn time. Variety's directors on directors returns with Guillermo del Toro, Kristen Stewart, Ryan Coogler, and Chloe Zhao. Okay, 2 out of the 4 people mentioned there are not actual directors. Chloe Zhao is not a director. She's a documentarian. And Kristen Stewart's a director now? Fuck off. Fuck right off. Give me a break. Now, I'll give Coogler as a director, and Guillermo del Toro is definitely a real director. Give me a break, though. Director of Explosive Corey Feldman, Doc, refutes claim he didn't know about footage with new clip of them discussing projects together. I don't know what's going on there. Not going to comment. Hulu sets Tell Me Lies podcast to roll out weekly with season 3 episodes. Stassi, I don't care. George Clooney, Barry Weiss is dismantling CBS News this week. Yeah, George Clooney, he's not an American anymore. He's a citizen of France. I saw that today. George Clooney and his wife are now citizens of France. So Clooney, America says, shut the fuck up with 2 barrels. You could shut the fuck up. You don't get to talk about anything. You're already a moron. Now you're even dumber. You're a Frenchie. You are a Frenchie, sir. You have lost any masculinity you claimed you have. Shut up. You shut up. Who would give up their American citizenship for a Frenchie? Stranger Things play breaks Broadway house record with 2.5 million over Christmas. I wonder if it'll make any more money if the finale crashes and burns tomorrow. I wonder. Chris Hemsworth Thor stars in second Avengers Doomsday trailer. Yeah, we already knew about it. Welcome to the party. Stranger Things finale trailer. 11 prepares for the final fight against Venka as Netflix series ends with 2-hour plus last episode. Once again, I have no direct commentary on that. I will let the guys talk about that on Sunday. They could talk about it all they want. Whether or not it stuck the landing, blah, blah, blah. I will simply ask poignant questions and give my thoughts. And I mean, I've already made it clear. I kind of hope Stranger Things fails because I blame, and this has nothing to do with the show itself. This is my opinion of what it did. Stranger Things is patient zero for the failure of modern day television production. They are patient zero with going years between seasons. Started with them. We could thank Stranger Things for that. I blame them. Excuse me. Spain, don't care. Dandelion's Odyssey review, a dialogue-free animated epic journey floats with wondrous adventures. Okay, whatever. 2025 box office in Spain drops 8%. I don't care. It's just, well, okay, actually, I do care. It just shows you that box office failure for 2025 everywhere. 51 great movies from 2025 now streaming, one battle after another. Shut up. God. Yes, Idris Elba was knighted. He is now Sir Idris. That's cool. Idris Elba's an okay guy. He's a good actor. Sir Idris. Now Sir Idris. Cause of death unknown review. I don't care. That's Iranian crap. More acts cancel Kennedy Center performance after Trump name change. Yeah, fuck all of you. Brit star, bride star, Carrie Elwes shares tribute to Rob Reiner. Well, he's allowed to do that. Stranger Things finale has 1.1 million RSVPs in movie theaters, says Ross Duffer. 3,500 showtimes are completely full. And I asked that question about a month ago and was told, yeah, people are into it. Now, whether or not they're going to leave satisfied is another question right now. That is definitely up for debate. Whether or not the people who are going to go there are going to leave satisfied. Joe Rogan says Donald Trump attacking Rob Reiner after his death is so disappointing. Listen, it was Trump being Trump. I agree. I thought it was a little, and I said at the time, I said it was in poor taste. But considering how insane Reiner was when talking about Trump all the time, I can understand Trump wanting to piss on his grave. I can understand that. I can understand it. I thought poor taste, but he's Trump. He's going to do what he's going to do. Chevy Chase had a meltdown on Community said after N-word incident went public and said, "My career is ruined," claims director crew chanted "F you, Chevy" at the rap party. Huh. I know a lot of you guys that like Community. I never liked Community. I never did. I gave it a try. When it was airing on Comedy Central for marathon blocks, I really tried. I did not like it. I did not like Community. I think it's highly overrated. I know I'm in a vast minority for this. I know I am. But I would lie to you if I said I like Community. Straight Circle Review, don't care. Don't care about the gay hockey thing there. Last of Us to recast Danny Ramirez as Manny for season 3. Man. More that. Ryan Coogler details original Black Panther 2 script before Chadwick Boseman's death. T'Challa, his 8-year-old son, and a 180-page draft that I loved. Well, you know what? You guys could have recast. You could have recast. You're capable of recasting somebody. It can happen. It's not hard. You chose not to in order to use Chadwick Boseman's death to promote the lies of COVID. That's what you did in a movie like that. That's the truth. Chappelle Rowan is a dude. I don't care what Chappelle Rowan says. Chappelle Rowan is a dude. Mariah Carey, I'm over into yesterday's stuff now. So let's head over to IGN. Here's the Chuck Bose story. Again, Sir Idris knighted. That's cool. Marvel releases the Thor trailer. We know that. Stranger Things finale teaser trailer. And now we're into yesterday. Stranger Things episode 5. Everybody still talk about that? Yeah, okay, that's it. That's all IGN has for us. Thanks, IGN. Zootopia 2 and Avatar may have all the headlines, but Lilo Stitch likely made the most profit. You know who made the most profit this year? Infinity Castle, Demon Slayer. That's who made the most profit with their barnstorming run of $700+ million on a $50 million budget. That's who made the most money this year. Infinity Castle. Find me somebody who made more money in Infinity Castle on what they did. Infinity Castle, Demon Slayer Infinity Castle Part 1 made the most profit this year. Way more than Zootopia and Avatar. Avatar is not going to make profit, and Zootopia It's made profit probably, but not as much as Demon Slayer has for Sony. And Lilo and Stitch, I think it made profit, but it didn't leave a good taste in anybody's mouth. The second movie's not going to do well. I can say that now, probably. Panora's ruined for Halloween Horror Nights. Whatever. I'm not into that stuff. Stranger Things creators talk finale deaths. Didn't we talk about that yesterday? No, I guess we did somewhere. I feel like we had talked about that. Disney growth sales stall for a third straight year as Bloomberg data undercuts streaming success narrative. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's take a moment. What have we been saying for years? I repeatedly showed statistics, numbers of the lack of Disney Plus growth. Welcome to the party, Bloomberg. We've been talking about that for years. So much so that just this year, Disney stopped reporting Disney Plus subscriber numbers because it failed. Plain and simple, it failed. News we already knew for $100, please. Supergirl missing for most anticipated 2026 releases in China as Asian marketing begins. Okay, yeah, I mentioned that. No one cares about it. And Sonic is going to get another spinoff. Okay, hey, listen, it kind of makes sense. Those movies are well received. People go to them. So, all right, now let's go to Niche Gamer, see if they got anything. 007 First Light drops old school Bond for being tone deaf as character adapts to modern values. Well, you've just sunk your game. You've just sunk your game pretty easily there. Very simply put, James Bond is about action, suave, debonair, and sexy women, and a devil-may-care attitude. You take that away, it's not James Bond. That simple. Your game has just lost its core audience. Good luck. I wasn't going to play it anyway. Now I definitely ain't going to play it. Wow. Tales producer says older remasters are planned. Well, they better get it right. Bandnam has been effing over people on the remasters, I've heard. They got to get that right. I've been doing those well. Turtle Beach Velocity catered for some sort of, I guess, thing for driving games. I don't care about that. And this is yesterday's news, which I already had seen, which I didn't bother talking about yesterday. All right, so I guess that's it for the news. That's all we got. That's the news. I'm sticking to it. Maybe drink. Oh, I got to keep one of the things from being sick is kind of still carried over. I'm waking up with super dry mouth and dry throat. It's terrible. I hate it. All right, you guys sending anything this way? No, you're not. All right, so let's talk the rest of the week. Give you guys a chance to think on some of those articles if you want me to go any deeper into any of those, and then we'll wrap it up. And we'll keep preparing for tomorrow. And as I said, so tonight, more Dragon Quest III HD2D remake. I'm going to be grinding off camera. I need to get some more levels, make some more money. I did wander a little bit more last night when I was waiting for my headache to go away. And then we're going to do that tonight. Probably around, I'll say, somewhere between 7 and 8. That's my guess. Then let's see. Tomorrow is, of course, Ballbusters Gaming, Among Us. The usuals will be there. Not all the usuals. Some people, of course, drifted away due to real life. But we'll get together at least a base core group of about 5 or 6 of us. And we can get 4 or 5 more people. We'll put on a good show for you guys. We'll put on a good show. We'll be there, and we'll have our fun. We'll entertain you with our meltdowns. Because what is Among Us about? It's about meltdowns. And horrible accusations, horrible words said, and meltdowns. Then Thursday, I don't know what to do on Thursday. I have nothing planned on Thursday except this show. We'll be here New Year's Day. I ain't getting drunk tomorrow night, so we'll be here. Then, of course, Friday, regular stuff, Ballbusters as well. Saturday Night Driving, doing Lethal Weapon 2. Hell yeah. Lethal Weapon 2. And then we got Roundtable, 3 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, where we will have some good discussion. It's going to be a discussion topic heavy episode. I'm steering it towards that this week because the basic news we have, but nothing so far is jumping. It's only Tuesday. I know it's only Tuesday. We got 3 days left, maybe 4 if you count Saturday, for things to happen. And you never know. Something could happen. But for now, I'm aiming for a discussion heavy show. Got a couple good questions. One you heard today Another one I'm bubbling around with for my thoughts, just to generate some discussion. And then we'll go into next week, see what happens. And I'm going to do my best this year, as I've been saying, and I'll keep repeating them. I'm going to do this year to make sure that there's a good variety of content on the channel, to make sure that you guys are getting all types of stuff, whether it's critiques, reviews, analysis, gaming, fun stuff, discussions, shit like that. I'm going to try and make sure we get that there because we're trying to move the channel to the next level here. We're right on the cusp. We're right there. We're right there. Trying to make sure that we provide you guys all the entertainment you need that isn't just the rehash, the same shit everybody else does. I pride myself on trying to be different. I'm trying to be unique. And I believe I am. Otherwise, why would you guys still be here? You would have washed your hands of me long ago. Anyway, so one last check of the stuff here. Now, it seems you guys are pretty satisfied. Do I have anything else I want to talk about here? Anything at all that I want to talk about? Because you guys seem pretty good on what you wanted to talk about so far. No, I'm pretty good. I had my little monologue discussion topic, which I will again bring about around on Sunday. And then, yeah, it's rough right now. Very little. Anyway, so unless you guys have anything else you want to talk about, I'm going to wrap this up, put a pin on it, make my shorts, and kind of just rest the rest of the day. I'm going to bake some cookies today. Make some cookies because I want the dessert I'm making for New Year's. I can't do that till tomorrow because won't be as fresh. So I'm doing that tomorrow. We're gonna make some cookies. I gotta wait for the butter to soften though. You want to soften your butter naturally. You can melt it in the microwave, but if you melt the butter or soften that way, it loses the consistency. You want that consistency because when you mix your sugar and your eggs and your butter together before you put in the flour for your cookies, you want that consistency to be right. You want it to be working that way. That's how you want to do it. Anyway. All right. So I think we're done here. Let me see. Is anybody else streaming? Let me make sure. Because I did feed you guys into Jed yesterday. Make sure if there's anybody else streaming that I care about that I can send into. Oh, yeah, look at that. Jed's going to be doing a gaming stream. All right. So I'm going to feed you guys. He's going to do some Assassin's Creed Unity, it looks like. So I'm going to feed you guys into Jed. He's going to be streaming in about 10 minutes. So go over there, watch Jed play a game, have some fun. And we're going to keep on going. So I'll see you guys later tonight for some gaming stream goodness, some Dragon Quest 3 HC2D. We'll be playing that. And then tomorrow will be Ballbusters Gaming Among Us. Anyway, so you guys have a good time. Take it easy, everybody. I will see you later tonight. Go watch Jed play a real Assassin's Creed game because Unity, not one of my favorites, but it was a real Assassin's Creed game. So I will see you guys later. Have a good rest of your day and take it easy.